Thank you very much, Semo Yave, Chairman of the Boira Holdings, all the other directors of the company, the children and the community of Boira Village, leaders of the Central Province, especially the Governor, Akila Hauda, the ministers of our government of Papua New Guinea, all the business leaders, all the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, on your behalf, let me thank the chairman and, of course, the developers of Edai Town for extending the invitation to myself and all the other distinguished guests, and especially the colorful welcome that you have given to us today. Once again, thank you very much for that. I know that developing such a township, satellite township, is not an easy task. And doing so by a landowner company is even more harder. So I want to congratulate you, Semoy, and of course the Boira Village for being bold enough to take this initiative. It is an initiative breaking a lot of barriers in our society. I also want to take this opportunity to thank your partner, particularly Robert Chia, who many of you might not know, of course, is associated with our water project in the city. And I know that he's a very capable partner and a partner that is determined to deliver what he says he will do, because his record speaks for itself. Some 20 years ago, when our city was faced with a massive water shortage, some of you and some of us who are old enough to remember that it took up the challenge of providing a better water system for our community. And he has achieved that very much. But that particular project is also a very innovative one that we need to look at it, because Edai continues to own the infrastructure of that project. And of course, the financing and the ownership of that company rests with the national #1 super fund. So it is a Papua New Guinean project, but we needed the skills and the management of someone like Robert Chia. So I am very sure that this project that we are launching today will again have a success that he has enjoyed with Edai. So for the landowner group in Boira, you couldn't choose a better partner, a proven partner that is capable, and with your strong support and commitment, I am certain that the demands of the growing population, not only in the city, but a country for accommodation, will be genuinely satisfied. Papua New Guinea is a growing country, and a fast one at that. The economy is growing very fast. The population is also growing very fast. And that places a lot of demand on many services, including housing, provision of power, water, sewage, and the list goes on. So satellite townships like this is a good opportunity for landowner companies and their partners to meet that demand. And I think that this is a good example of what other landowners can do without surrendering their ownership of the land. It is a very clear example that others, not only in the Central Province, but around the country, can look up to and model it for their own development aspirations. One of those mistakes that clearly comes to the forefront is that we have neglected to look after our own people and their rights to the resources and the land that they own. Many of you might be aware of some of the tough decisions that we are taking at present, trying to return the benefits to the rightful landowners as they truly deserve. So over the next few years, this is a commitment that this government is making, is that we will make sure that services like water, services like power, sewage, those usage of land, these are benefits that we can share with the rightful landowners and rightful owners of the resources. And I think we need to do it in a manner that is constructive and not destroying the stability of the country and the economy. And that is an answer that we all need to seek. If we have an acceptable model of development that we can put out to our people, to our communities and resource owners, I think Papua New Guinea will go a long way. Many of the issues that we face today are because our people feel that they have been left behind. That is why I'm pleased to be here today, because I think that this project has got a huge opportunity. Why I say it's a huge opportunity is because we have a big project nearby, the LNG project that is now coming to completion. I thank our partners, of course the developers, ExxonMobil, but also the landowners and the people of Central Province. Now, this infrastructure is going to change the way the community lives and works around this part of the city. So that is why I want to urge you, is that go into constructive partnerships like this. Don't surrender the titles of your land that you will never get back. It is important that you use that important resource, the land, to improve your own quality of life. Governments will do what they can do, not only this government but future governments, and that is to do infrastructure development that will enable you to take a better development of the land that you have. So once again, I am thankful that I have come here today, and thank you, Semoy and the Boira Orange Company for inviting me. I want to assure you that the government stands behind this kind of projects. We will help where we can, and that is where we can enable the supply of power, supply of water, supply of sewage. I know many of our community, especially the business community, and the community that lives in Port Moresby City, continue to face issues about power. And that is one thing this government is giving priority. We are now in discussions, at the final stages of discussions with private power producers, so that they can produce the power and supply to all of us. But of course, like anything else, we want to do it as cheaply as possible, so that we can pass on those savings to the consumer, that is the consumer that is going to use those services. I think next few years is going to be an exciting year, not only for our community here, but for the country. Our job is to maintain the growth of the economy. Our job is to maintain the investment that we make in infrastructure. Our job is to maintain the investment we make in health and education. And that is something that I can say that this government is continuing and will continue to do so. So I want to thank each and every one of you for the support that you have given myself and all the members of parliament, and especially the government. Our job is not to let you down, and we look forward to you continuing to support us into the years to come. Once again, thank you very much, and it now gives me great pleasure in officially launching this Edai Town for the benefit of our people, and especially the people of Boira Village. Thank you, and God bless you, and good luck in this very important project for us. Thank you. It's now officially open.